Hold on to your hats, folks, because President Trump is about to unleash a tidal wave of tariffs. He's calling it Liberation Day, and it all kicks off on April 2nd, 2025. Basically, he's slapping big taxes on goods coming into America from almost every country we trade with. Think of it like this: if you buy a t-shirt from China, you might pay an extra 20% because of these tariffs. The idea behind this is something called reciprocal tariffs. It's like a tariff standoff. Trump says other countries have been charging us too much for their products for years. He wants to even the playing field by making them pay the same amount we charge them. He claims this will make America less reliant on foreign goods and bring back manufacturing jobs. But here's the thing: tariffs are basically taxes on consumers. That's you and me. When the price of imported goods goes up, those costs get passed down to us, so get ready to pay more for everything from cars and clothes to electronics and food. And that's not even the worst part. This whole thing could spark a global trade war. Other countries aren't just going to sit back and take it. They'll likely retaliate with their own tariffs on American goods, which could hurt our exports and cost American jobs. Let's break down how these tariffs could impact your wallet. Remember that 20% tariff on Chinese goods? That means if you usually buy a $100 gadget from China, it could now cost you $120. And it's not just China. Trump is targeting nearly all our trading partners, including the European Union, South Korea, Brazil, and India. This means your morning coffee from Brazil might get pricier. That new car you've been eyeing, especially if it's imported, could become more expensive. Even your favorite beer, if it relies on imported ingredients, might see a price hike. And if you're a farmer who relies on exporting goods, well, get ready for some tough times because other countries are likely to slap tariffs on American agricultural products in retaliation. Trump claims these tariffs will bring in a whopping $600 billion a year for the U.S. Treasury. He says this money will be used to reduce the trade deficit and boost the economy, but economists are skeptical. They warn that the costs of these tariffs, higher prices for consumers, job losses in export-dependent industries, and slower economic growth could far outweigh any potential benefits. As expected, the rest of the world isn't thrilled about Trump's Liberation Day plan. China has already retaliated with tariffs on various U.S. goods, including coal, natural gas, crude oil, and key agricultural products like soybeans. This is a major blow to American farmers who rely on exporting their crops. The European Union has also announced plans to retaliate, targeting $28 billion worth of American goods, including steel, aluminum, beef, poultry, bourbon, motorcycles, peanut butter, and even good old American jeans. They're basically hitting us where it hurts, our exports and our national pride. Canada and Mexico, our partners in the USMCA trade agreement, are also feeling the heat. While some tariffs on their goods have been temporarily delayed, the threat still looms large. Canada has already retaliated with countermeasures, and Mexico is expected to follow suit. So what does the future hold for Trump's Grand Liberation Day scheme? Well, it's hard to say for sure. The stock market has been on a roller coaster ride ever since the tariffs were announced, reflecting the uncertainty and anxiety surrounding this trade war. Some experts believe that Trump might eventually back down, especially if he faces pressure from businesses and consumers feeling the pinch of higher prices. Others believe that he's dug in his heels and is prepared to weather the storm, even if it means a full-blown trade war with some of our closest allies. One thing is for sure, this is a high-stakes gamble with potentially far-reaching consequences for the global economy. Only time will tell whether Liberation Day will be remembered as a stroke of genius or a colossal blunder. In the meantime, buckle up because it's going to be a bumpy ride.